Hey everybody, Eli back with a post-ban metagame. So on Monday we've got Troll of Khazad-dûm and Swing Myco Spawn banned. To kind of give my short thoughts on the bans, Myco Spawn ban's very, very good. Cards just really obnoxious and present some sort of a ceiling to how much control or even mid-range can exist in Legacy. And kind of just had rancid play patterns. Really, the the format is just net more enjoyable with Mega Spawn gone, even if Eldrazi wasn't that popular. But I mean, it was still like the second most played deck, so definitely deserved it. Then Troll of Khazad-dûm, I think, is a little bit of a weak ban. Like, I get that they want to weaken Reanimator and make the blue-black make blue black Reanimator have to be an Entomb deck. Like you can't just like be a sort of tempo deck that sides into Barragoyfs and Bowmasters and Douthie Voidwalkers and has Brazen Borrowers. So you have to like fight, and then obviously reanimating Troll on turn 2 with Wasteland Days backup is obviously very strong against a lot of decks. And they want to, if you cut out that main thing, and also like the trolls let the deck run kind of an obscenely few number of lands. So it's in specifically blue and black sources, so it can play Wasteland, which the deck really should not be able to play Wasteland. So that's like, it's good that Troll is gone, I think. But I was a bigger proponent of an Entomb ban because I think just sort of fundamentally the graveyard is too powerful in Legacy because the enablers and payoffs are so cheap that it's way harder to combat your opponent doing something with their graveyard than it is to do something with your graveyard. It's just like the balance of power is really off. So I wanted an Entomb ban, but didn't get it. But we'll see. If Blue-Black Reanimator sticks around after 3 bans, then they really have to hit Entomb. But we'll see if the Troll ban does what it's intended to do. As for Goblins, I think this doesn't really change all that much, honestly. I played 2 leagues since the bans, and I had a 5-0 in my first one, which was pretty cool, and then I had a follow-up 4-1. The 5-0 was this deck in front of you, except I had 4 Pyrokinesis instead of 3 Pyrokinesis, 1 Abrade. Swapped to an Abrade to have another like DRC answer that's also like relevant against like Blue Painter and Moonstompy. I mean, obviously Pyrokinesis is very good against Moonstompy, but Pyrokinesis does kind of have diminishing returns. If you draw 2 copies, you generally kind of pitch one to the other because it's hard to pitch twice. So that was generally my thinking. And as far as changes to the deck, I just like don't, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and I'm like still winning quite a bit, so I don't see a huge reason to change anything. So I'm just gonna play a league, and we're just gonna see what happens. I'm pretty annoyed that I wasn't able to play in any of the showcases this season. I just kept having to do stuff in the real world every single time there was a showcase. I genuinely wanted to play them. Like, I have like 110 QPs. I mean, I think the first one I didn't really want to play in because it was just like, oh, this format sucks. So like I wasn't entirely motivated. But this last one I was like, man, come on. All right. Finally got our opponent here. Sand needs a land pretty bad. But if it hits a land, it's pretty good. It's basically a force of will check. I think I'm okay doing a force of will check. It's like pretty big upside. All right. That's step one. Hopefully we don't like die on turn one. Thoughtseize me, please. Island. Tamia. Okay. So probably blue-black. Nice. I'll just play Horde Master. If they spend their turn Bowmastering it, and then I draw a land and I can go Howl Squad, then they'll be tapped out, so I can just expert the Tamio. I suspect that is what's happening. Mm-hmm. All right, so don't screw me, Horde Master. Don't mill a land. Okay, cool. If we draw the land for the Bombardiers, that's also good. Son of a bitch. Oh, that's the worst tap land I've had in a while. Raucous Theater, not free. Ouch. Fourth land. That's such a kick in the dick. I'll keep it in case I get wastelanded. Yeah, that's fine. If we had a untapped land there, we can go cast a free Bombardiers, expert the Tamio, or expert the Bowmasters, throw expert at the Tamio, attack for 2. Kind of can't lose from that spot. We're still in a good position though. Like I kept a risky hand. I guess keeping the land on top is bad. Okay. Never mind. It's like bad if the vial stuck around, but the Thoughtseize in the Matron is a little annoying. Fifth land would still kind of be bad, but like, then I could at least go Bomba plus Expert. Okay. And this way, still we're insulated against a wasteland, which is always nice. So, I mean, honestly, I want to draw a 2 drop, a 1 or 2 drop, or land, or like a matron or ringleader. It'd still be good. Because probably what happens is I play Bombardiers, they go to plow it, and then I can expert the Tamiya. They're going to draw a lot of cards off of it, so I do have to put pressure on my opponent so they can't just like draw 2 cards every turn. Ponder shuffle. Okay. Well, that's good for me. So they probably don't have probably don't fatal push in their deck. Do I fetch here? I'm okay drawing a land. Okay, another Bombardiers. So unless my opponent has fatal push, it's mana inefficient is the thing, but I do really want to kill this. Okay. Or turn away from max speed. Opponent might be cracking some clues. Mm-hmm. Murktide with plow up is a little scary. Well, now I'm in a little bit of a spot where I don't want to crack my fetch land. So it's not good. So because Murktide's an 8/8, I don't have any way to kill it this turn. And if I attack, they just block with Orc Army plus Murktide. The Bombardiers, they take 4, they take 5. If I throw Vial too. I also probably have a Plow, to be honest. Plow kind of gives me some wiggle room as far as life total goes. Okay, so I guess I can fetch. Because it's 2 hits plus a Bowmaster is what I'm trying to get around. But If a plow happens, then I'm still above that. His opponent knows about one of these bombardiers, but not the second one. I think I'm attacking all. What if they double block here, here, Murktide on House Squad? Then I throw House Squad. That can't be right. I just throw Matron, or I throw Violet Bowmasters. 3. Then I have double Bombardiers next turn. Kind of need this game to be over. I'm going to attack like this. We'll see how they block. Okay. I think this is the block I would be happiest with. Okay. So do I throw the expert? I think I want to get Bowmasters off the table. Is that right? Because I feel like it's sort of net. It nets out the same if I throw expert at the face versus throw Vile at the face and trade, because this Bowmasters can block another 1/1 next turn. It can even block the 2/3. Okay, you're at 6. And you didn't have plow. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Go to 5. Another Murktide, then you're dead. Kind of crazy. My opponent has seen almost half their deck and they didn't draw Swords to Plowshares. All right. Got underneath the Murktides. So blue-black, mid-range of some kind. Probably don't need squad. Slash, it could be really difficult to prowl squad. Lackey's are really bad against the Bowmaster's Tameo deck. A Braid kills Tameo, but if they flip it, it's sort of a disaster. So the fact that it can't target Planeswalkers is pretty bad in that case. Doesn't really kill Barrogoyf or anything else, so I think I'll leave out the Abrades. Everything else is fine. Squad, I mean, has some text. So this is Esper, so it is going to be a little more controlling. So it's possible I want Uruk Squad. But I think on the draw it just might be a little, it just gets stuck in your hand a little too easily. Now we haven't seen Days or Wasteland. Sounds alright. I kind of assume there's Dazes. Not sure about Wastelands in 3-color. Thoughtseize, sure. I would guess they take Reb here. It's the least replaceable card in my hand. Could also take Battle Cry. I'm probably just going to go Mire Pass and Surveillance Step. Kind of tanking on it. Take the Blast. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Bombardiers is real nice. Yep, that makes sense. Another Bombardiers. Don't mind if I do. I'm just going to play Bombardiers because I kind of expect the first one will die. And it's mana efficient. Do you not have Plow again? I guess you want to Surveil. Black, black. Okay. Maybe a little bit flooded. I guess they don't have the white Surveil land. Okay, there's Tundra. Prismatic Ending. Yep. So if we draw a 1-drop, we get to kill the Tameo? Expert. Okay. A little awkward for me. Yeah, very, very awkward that we can't double spell here effectively. I could just Battle Cry plus activate, attack for 3, but that seems just worse than playing Bombardiers. Even though it exposes. Yeah. I need another red source so I can go Battle Cry plus Expert in the same turn. Kaito? Sure. Horde Master's not bad. For loyalty. They didn't have Plow. Life total's starting to get a little scary. I guess they drew Plow. Hydroblast? Just having kind of sort of development issues from not having a 5th mana, and also our hand being a little too red intensive. This Ancient Tomb kind of being a little bit awkward. Obviously, I mean it's useful that turn, but we really need to be able to get these removal spells online. We've just needed one more red source. Plus, okay. Take 4. Barrogoyf. 4/5. Okay, that's pretty good. Not playing Tameo is like kind of scary for me. Force of Will. Yeah. Okay, that might kill me. I think it does kill me. Oh, let's concede. That's fine. Yeah, okay. Yeah, just wasn't able to deploy well. Lucky's a little bit better on the play. Jump Palm wasn't good that game. Alaki would have been a lot better than Jump Palm, actually. Let's just do that. I mean, it was really just needed 3 red sources. If I could have gone Battle Cry into Expert. Yeah. Am I going to lead on Skirk or Grease Wrench is an interesting question. I think I want to lead on Skirk because if I go Skirk into Matron, they turn 2 Bowmasters. It's better for me. That cost me like 1 damage, maybe 2. Okay. I do have the option to go just Wasteland, but it seems a little unwise. Okay, drew land, that's nice. We could just reset things, but be up 2 creatures on board. Better against Bowmasters, kind of. Kind of like it. Kind of puts my opponent in a position where they can't afford to wasteland me back, really. Okay, stand corrected. Boggart's pretty good, actually. Okay. I'll take another red source. I think I'm gonna Boggart this turn because of I have to go like removal spell plus Murktide. It's like kind of awkward for me. And it also plays around Hydroblast. Because they don't want to just hold up mana forever. But if they hold up mana next turn with 2 mana open, my attacks are like pretty awkward. I guess I could just attack with Grease Wrench. And then just Rummage if they try to kill it. I guess Grease Wrench plus Trawler, because they can always kill the Trawler. If they Hydroblast my Matron, then play Murktide. I think that's the worst case scenario for me. So I'm just going to do this. They have to Force of Will this if that's their protection. Okay. Okay. Opponent's just really behind on tempo now. Okay. Can't really do anything about that. That's a really good draw. Force Pitch Murktide. Yeah, let's fight. I'm a little scared I could get punked out by Harbinger of the Seas. Don't think they would have that in their deck though. Against me. All right. I think we just pretty easily get Bombardiers here. They're on lethal. They can't play Baragoi. Another Pyroblast. So what Forceful Pitch Murktide. So if they have Bowmasters here, they Bowmasters the Trawler. Try to double block. I would have to throw Matron. I can like put them to 1, but then I have nothing on board. That seems kind of bad. So I think I'm actually just going to play Ringleader here and just sandbag the Bombardiers. They didn't have days. It's bad against Hydroblast. Yeah, okay. Do you have bowmasters? Is the question of whether or not I attack or not. If they can go bowmasters into Barrogoyf, it's like disastrously bad for me if I attack. Would they have used bowmasters instead of pest control? Sort of the question. It's annoying that I have to attack with like. There's no difference between attacking with one or two. It has to be 0 or 2. Um, Son of a bitch. Okay, so they had best case scenario, which is kind of frustrating. Okay. Hydroblast plus Bowmasters is pretty annoying. Yeah, they didn't have plow. If I just played Bombardiers, it'd be a lot better shape. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. Kaito would be kind of bad for me. Okay. I think they're flooding. I have to force of will this. GG's. The turn 8 lethal vial. Okay. That was a close match. I got out ahead early with the wasteland dealt a couple points of extra damage, so even though I kind of got swept up in the pest control, um, played out pretty well for me. The ringleader turn was interesting. Maybe should have considered the weakness to Hydroblast more, tapping out for ringleader there. But I was concerned that, if they have Bowmaster, it was kind of like I was playing around. I guess I played around Bowmasters, not Hydroblast, and then after the Hydroblast happened, I played into Bowmasters, which is not like a completely coherent way to play the game. Usually, when you play around things, you like don't change your inner narrative of what your opponent has, unless you're like desperate, and it's like, well, I've been playing this whole game as if they have blank, or as if they don't have blank. Now I'm in a position where I just can't beat blank. Then you kind of have to go for it. But I wouldn't say I was ahead. I didn't. I didn't need to take risks like that. That's a good hand. Island Ponder. Love to hear it. shuffle. Okay. Another expert, not bad. Gonna play Vial here. Nice. Could be show and tell, and then I'll be sad, but nothing. Okay. Gonna see if they like spell pierce this. Forceful. Pitch forceful. Okay. That's wait, huh? They just didn't force the first vial? Oh, opponent, this is not going to go well for you. Let's put in Ringleader. Okay. And then Expert the Teferi. Plays around Supreme Verdict the best. Do you need to hit a third land? I only put one land on the bottom, so... Good old Jeskai, huh? Maybe blue-white Stoneblade. I've seen Stoneblade a little bit. Yeah, that makes sense. Ooh, hello. That's a good draw. All right, opponent, you got a Supreme Verdict? Nope. Okay. All right, the concession there actually kind of tells you there's no Supreme Verdict in the deck. All right, Goblin Lackey putting that game on his back. Euro Squad should shine here. Pretty minimal sideboarding. I think I can trim a Wasteland against blue-white with back to basics. Skirk. And all my other cards are good. I guess with no Verdict, Horde Master is less good. Sure. Usually the nice thing about Horde Master is it makes Supreme Verdict really bad. But the scoop there kind of says that they don't have Verdict. Double Cavern Hand's nice. We're a little vulnerable to a back to basics, but... is it deranged to lead on Grease Wrench here to eat removal? Because if they go like Prismatic Ending and play that... Yeah. Let's get on our best foot forward. Like, the Lackey isn't, like, that important to this hand. Golly gee, I wonder if they have Source of Plowshares. No third land is pretty bad for me. Okay. Do I run face first into back to basics? Yes, I'm going to be mana efficient. I do have the red, so like as soon as I draw a red source, it's fine. The reason to do this is that if I draw a third land, I want to be able to double spell potentially with like Expert plus Reb or something along those lines. Ancient Tomb would be really good here. Squad plus Grease Wrench, kind of awesome. No back to basics. Maybe a pending. Stoneblade. Okay, that's good for me with this Expert I just drew. Batter Skull, sure. Ooh, boy. Huh. Well, now I think I'm gonna do this. I'll just use our grease wrench as a lightning bolt. This expert can take out batter skull germ eventually. All right, opponent scrambling. We can basically guarantee a squad connection next turn. That kind of might lock the game. Okay, they died anyway. Oh, and we drew the red source. Nice. Wow. So we just squad into Muxus pretty soon. Nice. All right, two. This is exactly what we want. Blue mid range, blue control, and Goblins is killing it. All right, here in round 3. A lot of low land hands today. This one's a little bit worse than the one we had in round 1 with the Cavern Vial because triple expert, it's like, really dependent on expert being good, and our range of lands that will cast these on time is smaller. We do have better 6s. We also have a lot worse 6s. This one's pretty close. All right, this hand's better. Keep. And we can put back the second mountain because the Skirk kind of does the same thing. And preserving the Skirk opens up our options to have a fast Muxus. Like I could cast Muxus on turn 3 potentially. If it's that kind of game. Like if my opponent's playing like Moonstompy, I will definitely do that. Okay, not Moonstompy. It's another blue-black tempo, or could be Reanimator. Hopefully it's not Reanimator. So tired of Reanimator. Doomsday. Okay. Well, it makes the terms of engagement very clear. Okay. Gonna matron here and see if they daze. Nope. So we just get Bombardiers here, try to kill him. We can kill post Doomsday. We can easily deal 10 damage next turn. So it's going to depend on whether or not they've got Ritual and a Cycler. I presume they have Ritual. You don't really... I don't think you personal tutor for Doomsday immediately if you don't have Ritual. You would cantrip instead. Maybe it's Cabal Writ. Nope. Alright, so I'm dead to a Brainstorm or Street Wraith / Edge of Autumn. But if they don't have either of those, we do win. Because we'll have... Do we win through a Force of Will? Maybe not. Because we have... we do win through Days pretty easily. Can I win without? I would need another red source. Because then it'd be 3 or 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, it's like we can definitely battle cry for a lot. All right, Street Wraith, Edge of Autumn. I think I'm dead. Yeah. Let's see if they mess it up. Deep Analysis Pile. Okay. And they did have a daze. All right, gonna screenshot the deck. Very important to do that against Doomsday because you do a lot of counting in the post-board games. All right. This looks like fairly stock personal tutor Doomsday. 2, 3 personal tutors. All right, let's sideboard. Get those guys, get these guys, get that guy out. Got the vials, two experts. All right, anything weird? It's basic swamp. I don't have a Magus, which could definitely hurt this matchup. Magus is usually really good. 2 Street Wraiths, 2 Edge of Autumns. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 petals. All right, it's just fast Doomsday. Dazes is 1, 2, 3, 4. Four dazes is kind of weird. That is not conventional. On the play, there's an argument I leave in like 2 vials over these experts. But I like having a density of goblins and also like a creature you can hold up, because it's kind of funny that it's just like you hold up Reb and Expert and then you end of turn Expert and then Bombardiers and attack for 7. And oh wow, that's a bummer. Really good hand if it had a red source. This hand's pretty great though. Do this bottom the Boggart. Force of Will. They brought in Force Negation. Good to know. Okay. Kind of sucks for me. Probably going to wasteland them then. Usually when you have Force plus Thoughtseize, it means your mana situation is not particularly stable. All right. Ponder. I think I am going to blast this, actually. Since the Reb is known about, I just need to buy time. They don't have days, okay. So here's exactly the thing, is like I would not want to draw a Vial here. I would want to draw any Goblin. Another Wasteland, okay. Okay. Alright, they might get punked out by the second wasteland. I want any 1 or 2 drop. Not that. Okay, Reb's pretty good. The difference between a Reb they know about and a Reb they don't know about is so big. Ponder. Okay, I think they're on the ropes mana-wise, so I will continue blasting cantrips. Yep. Nice draw. They didn't force... Alright, they left in Daze, good to know. They didn't force the Reb on Ponder, which is kind of crazy to me. If they missed a land drop, maybe they have another cantrip? Okay, we'll hide a card in hand. If they drew Ritual Doomsday, I'll be a little upset. Oh. That's pretty bad for me. That's pretty bad for me. They have no cards. This is also why we leave into experts. I can take 1 hit. It's fine. They drew Street Wraith. That's fucked up. Mill to Doomsday. That's not bad. But they didn't pick up the Street Wraith. Oh, from among them, right. Okay. Am I blocking with Hordemaster? So I take 5, I take 7, I go to 6. Let's attack this turn. That was pretty strong draws they had. Needed a Cavern of Souls. Alright, now I have to start blocking, but we can block for a while. Any goblin means I can trade at least. Sling Gang would be awesome. I think Sling Gang is my best draw. Matron's pretty good too. Okay. Let's not take any more damage. If I take Erog Squad, and I take Oracles and like a Baragoyf, it's kind of hard for them to win. Because then I just have a 6/4. Sling Gang extends the game, but it gives me a lot of cards. It's an interesting choice. I guess they can't attack this turn either. I can just block with these two. They've milled 2 Doomsdays. I can get Sling Gang. I'll just double block if they attack. Okay. Expert. Not my favorite, but you know. If we draw a land, I'll cast it. They're at 23. I do gotta kill them before they draw Ritual Doomsday. Okay. They probably have a daze. I'll still play Lackey. Okay. So now we're attacking for 9 a turn. So after next turn, if they can Doomsday, I think they'll die. Okay, it's kind of a scary brainstorm. I can also dig pretty hard for a Bombardier's next turn if I really, really need to. Ritual. Oh, okay, that's fine. I do wish I had that expert back. It would be very good. Ooh, that's not bad. Okay, I think I'm just going to stall out for a little while now. We just need to draw Bombardiers. I'm going to not flash in this flute yet. I'm going to wait to see if they cast a Dark Ritual. Because they can't have Dark Ritual plus Force of Will plus Doomsday. They only have 3 cards. So I might waste a Ritual if they cast a Ritual and then I flute in response. I might even let Doomsday resolve, because then I could just flute Oracle, and they probably lose to that. Okay, that's a really confusing attack. Because I get life and a trigger. Null Rod's gone, sure. Didn't really want to draw it anyway. Alright. Okay. Attack like this. Doomsday doesn't really play removal spells, so I'm not too worried. And even if they can kill the Goblin token, I still... I still don't die. I go to 1. Will blast any cantrip, I think. Okay. Cavern. All right, Horde Master, you've had a couple triggers now. We gotta get you on board. Jesus Christ. At this point, I'm probably not Pyroblasting the cantrip. Am I supposed to play that as a fetch to thin situation? Ooh, hello. All right, with a Pyroblast backup, that should lock up the game. Another one. Should still be good. Okay. Have a third Force of Will. Yep. Have a third Pyroblast. All right, let's make sure I can do the math right. We go activate Battlecry, attack. Attack with these two. Make a token. They block. Take. Yeah. Which they block. If they block the Battlecry Goblin, then I sack that. They take 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 damage in combat. 4 goblins to sacrifice. One, 2, 3, 6. I guess I can attack with Sling Gang too. Because if they block the Sling Gang, I sack it and they just die. It's a little safer, a little less complicated, and less chance of error. All right. That was a battle. That was a battle. All right. Do I want to change anything? Do I want a third expert in if I saw 4 Barrogoyfs? Maybe? -1 Ringleader. Ringleader would have been a good draw, though. I was flooding. I'll do that. I suspect the game's just going to be really quick, turn-wise, post-board. This hand's great. Really like this hand. We can we have a turn 1 reactive play and a turn 1 proactive play and a wasteland and 2 follow-ups. We're a little weak. I mean, obviously we can just die on turn 1, but Thoughtseize, sure. Kind of presume they take flute here. Probably wastelanding. Yep. Just want to make it hard on them to combo me. Ringleader, okay. Yeah, just wastelanding them before they get a chance to cantrip is like kind of always good. Like we see there's Cabal rituals too, so. Okay. That's a really good draw. Now they're like not really allowed to attack. And they didn't daze it. Put a card on top. It's kind of interesting. Really? Do they have Baragoyf and another ritual? Nope. Maybe? That'd be pretty bad for me. Okay, this is kind of an insane hand. Okay. Well. I think I'm playing Matron here. And if I get a Muxus, they have to leave back a Baragoyf. And then I can Bombardiers. They do know about the Bombardiers. But then I'm still in a pretty good position where they... Yeah, I think Muxus makes sense. I could also get Slingang or York Squad. It's Muxus. It's bad for me that these Goyfs can get bigger than 4 or 5. So if they attack with 1 and mill a Petal or Oracle, then I'm kind of in trouble. Hmm. Kind of bad for them that they showed me that. Because now if they attack with one Barragoyf... What? So they're just hoping to hit a creature off of this? Oh, there's already an artifact in the graveyard. Oh! Okay. But now there's a creature. Oh, wow. Blocking was actually really bad, huh? Okay, they didn't hit anything. They want to surveil. Nope, they don't have anything. Okay. Hordemaster. So I think I want a Bombardiers. There's a lot of hits here that more or less win the game. Yeah, that counts. All right. I'll get a Skirk here to fade lifelink. There's no one draw they can do that wins the game. And we can just kill Goyf. Game looked real hairy. I think their attack is wrong. Letting me connect with Lackey there is just really greedy. Really, really greedy. I guess if they... But, if, I mean... I guess it's sort of the same result, because if they don't attack... If they just attack with one, I just take the damage. And then... there's no creature in the graveyard. So still 1 mill to try to find a creature. Kaboom! All right. That was a sick match. I'm not gonna lie. That was really good. That was really cool. All right. Let's keep going. All right, here for round 4 on the play. No, oh, no, it's not a one-lander. Praise be. Now, this is interesting. Lack your vial, kind of. Because we have the Horde Master to push it through a blocker. Any non-Tameo blocker. And Lackey does become a lot better in this format on turn 1 against, but we have double vial. It's like a little bit more pleasant on the life total if we can go turn 1 vial, turn 2 tap land vial. The thing is, the Lackey payoff is just a matron, so for only connecting with Lackey once, it's not that good. Like, we still have to fade something. Okay, Force Negation, Pitch Brainstorm is interesting. an argument that I'm not supposed to play this lackey, but it could be show and tell. There's like a lot of risks of not playing the lackey. And if it's blue black and we get Bowmastered, whoa, what the hell? Bant control? Beanstalk? Okay. Little bad to have used our Boggart Trawler. Probably going to want that for Uro, but don't have that luxury anymore. So we really want to land. Land would be so good because I mean curve out Slang Gang on this turn. We have Horde Master off the vial. Okay. Battle Cry. I guess I'll play that. At least it's a castable spell. Okay. So, I mean, we would be in a better spot if we didn't play the lackey. Because their mana would be more tied up. They weren't going to do anything with that 1 mana anyway. I guess it stopped a Surveil, which may have value. Holy shit. Okay. Okay. Alright, they have Source of Plowshares on top of their deck. Well, that's a pretty fucking bad draw. It's just like Solitude, draw a card. I'm not going to put in the Horde Master. Well, the 1 damage isn't that important. Really needed to hit a land, but... Okay, they have Plow in hand. Maybe this is Uro. As long as our Vial survives, we're fine, but I feel like the Vial isn't going to stick for... Like, it might survive this turn, but probably not the turn after. They are at 14. Yeah, here's Leyline Binding. Yeah, that sucks. Yep. Kept 2-lander and we haven't drawn a land, and that's kind of bad for us. If we draw an Ancient Tomb, we're still in really good shape. Jeez. Okay. That's a really strong turn 4. Okay, we drew a land. They have 3 cards. One of them's a Plow. What am I doing with this Matron? Took the hit. It's kind of nice for me. Scrubland? Sure. This is 5 color. Kind of want to take Earwig Squad. House Squad Heavy could also be good. House Squad Heavy might be the best. They are at 11. And it gets me towards Muxus with the max speed. Squad does kind of force them to kill the matron, but if they do, I have no plays unless I draw a land. But if I do draw a land, I'm in really good shape because then I definitely connect. I'll get the house squad. It's a little safer. Here comes Zero probably. Okay, that kind of explains things. So this is a Leyline of the Guild Pack deck. Tamio. It's annoying. Not a very good draw. Missing so many land drops is pretty brutal. Another Scion. Glarb? What the fuck is Glarb? Why does this have all these keywords? Oh, okay. Right. Land? Thank you. Hexproof, trample, lifelink, death touch. But not flying. I can deny a bit of life if I hold back a token. Wait, are they dead? Take 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're at 2. Okay. Surveil 2. You can play top cards. You play stuff with mana 4 or greater. Okay. All their shit might gain. They might play a Leyline next turn. So holding back gets worse. I'm gonna attack. Fucking Glarb. Okay. Taiga. This mana base. Oh, it feels like leyline. Broadside. Broadside with first strike. Okay. Oh, don't have leyline on top of the broadside, please. Son of a bitch. That probably kills me. Because this is lifelink. So 4, 5, 6. No, that's vigilance. And lifelink, trample, vigilance. Okay, so there's no point in me blocking. So you're at 14. You gain a ton of life too. Oh wait, no, you don't. We're actually so close. So none of these have abilities anymore. The Bombardiers can throw a clue. I could throw Glarb for 5. So I might be dead. We missed a turn of revving engines. So that might cost us. I can't really survive. Like I very theoretically can. If I attack or if I activate attack, make a token. They block. They make 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. They take 4. They take 3. Take 3. And sack for 5. I think I'm dead. So if I had removal for Bombardiers, I could live. It's a weird block. Gonna do this for the max speed. Just have one of each duel. Okay, that kills me. Alright, that was a pretty crazy game. I'm gonna draw a fucking vial. Ugh. Okay. Well, Pyroblast is really good against this kind of deck. Trashmaster is good against Scion if they don't have Leyline. Braid? I guess a Braid. Is Glarb a 2-3 or a 2-4? Can't believe I'm going to Scryfall Glarb. Two four. really just needed to hit land drops that game, so um, they do have a goblin in their deck, but I don't think it's enough to leave in jump home. I think general Horde Master is probably not going to be great. Trim Skirk. Maybe I don't want Trash Master. Could be a little too expensive. Just do this. Let's try that. Okay. Tap land kind of screwing me up, but honestly not that bad. Okay. Alright, I'm still going to lead on Lackey here. Okay. Let's just attack first. See what happens. Probably Pyreblasting the ley line. Do I do it right now? I'm not doing anything else this turn. Prevents them from casting Leyline Binding. Okay. Sure. Wasteland. That is tempting. I want to find another Pyroblast, but like, unless they have Scion right here, the Wasteland's really good. Okay. So Force Pitch Brainstorm. They don't have a Scion. This is a Blast. Yeah. Okay. That was really good. Okay. Let's resolve Matron here. So you have Dress Down in your deck? Doesn't really look like a Dress Down deck. Too many creatures. No, okay. I think I got Ringleader. I need fuel. Sure. Let's get rid of that broadside. pretty quickly getting on Scion or Bust. Which is sort of I feel like the structural problem with this deck is the Scion thing is strong, but everything else the deck does isn't that good. Sure. I'll take the damage off the tomb, it's fine. Leaves an option open. We could hit a expert here. Nope, okay. Now they're dead next turn, kind of no matter what. Sure. I would like your leyline bindings to be blue. All right. Reb is so good against them, huh? It's like just the best card. Do I want to change anything? Trash Master. If the Scion is threatening, it's because there's a leyline in play, in which case Trash Master doesn't actually do anything until you remove the leyline, at which point your other removal kills the Scion. So I think I just leave it. Trash Master does have some utility against Tameo, blowing up clues when they're tapped out or just pushing through the plus. A Braid does hit Tameo and Bombardiers and non-big Draco. So Braid is not crazy. But I think it's worse than my experts, and I don't think I want more removal. It's been such a grindy league. This hand's awesome. This hand's really good. No leyline? This is an interesting question. Is there anything I'm going to want to reb on turn 1? Because if I go Mountain Go, then I can't go turn 2 Matron via Cavern. And I would really like to do that. Like if I go turn 2 Beanstalk, and then I'm like, well, shit. So I think I lead on Ancient Tomb. And then I have the choice next turn. Yeah. Vault Go also kind of screams Hydroblast to me. So I think I'm going to Matron. First Matron is just going to get Muxus, because I can just cast Muxus on turn 4. Okay. Surely a Beanstalk. Yep. Played around it. Wasteland's interesting. bad. Well, now I might just get Bombardiers. Because if they play Scion... No, it's fine. Let's just get Muxus. Then we go Matron with Reb backup. Next turn. Okay. Okay, now we get Bomba. If they can sign here, I'm not fighting over it. Maybe get Euro Squad. No. I could play the Vial there, maybe. It's like actually kind of close. I don't want them to Force of Will. It's like kind of weird. It's like these Rebs are... The first Reb is just going to get Force of Willed. Almost guaranteed. I might not play Muxus next turn. Might want to go Wasteland, the Xander's Lounge, Tameo. Actually, that's actually a really good Reb time because if they Force of Will, then they draw 2 cards and then they can't flip Tameo this turn. Sure. They went Force Pitch Force. We get a pretty clean Muxus here. They could have Consign. Am I playing around it? Don't think so. Okay, not the best Muxus. Serviceable, though. Oh, I die. I actually died a Bombardiers plus Scion here. Right? No, I don't. No, I don't. Right? It's 12 drop. I get in 1 damage if I attack, where if I hold back, I can double block more easily. I think the double block has value. 1 damage. We'll see if 1 damage bites me. Okay, it did not. Really want to wasteland them. They kind of have to kill this battle cry before I untap. Really want to hit this Sanders Lounge. Brainstorm. I do wish I was able to... If this vial was in play, instead of holding up Pyroblast, maybe that was wrong. Okay. Another Beanstalk. If this Wasteland was in play... Okay. Hmm. Hmm. This is a very tricky spot for me. So if I want to play around Wasteland, or if I want to play around Plow, I like Wasteland now, play a Bombardiers without Cavern, play another Bombardiers. But if they have Force of Will... I guess Wastelanding doesn't actually help me then. I need another red source in play. Yeah, not deploying this vial, maybe backfires. Okay. I should have fetched. If they Force of Will, I have to fight with the Pyroblast. The bad Moxus might sink me. I mean, it wasn't bad. It was just kind of medium. They would need to find a 4th Force of Will to win the fight here. I guess they could Vexing or Noxious Revival. They might have cut that though. Alright, there's a Force. Force Pitch Leyline. Let's fetch. Should have done this first. They do draw a ton of cards. Yep. God damn it. I was hoping it was a plow. All right. I think I'm going to lose this game. I think I needed to be more. I needed to take it a little bit slower and needed to take a Muxus turn or take a turn off for Muxusing. We put Tamio to 2. Or no, we put her to 1. I think we actually killed Tamio. Because this gets around Tamio plus. So that's actually good. Unless they have a Solitude. And I am dead to another Scion plus a... I have 10 cards in hand. Which is a lot. I think not deploying the vial maybe cost me. Okay. Guess they left that in. Alright, so if they find Bombardiers, I'm dead. I guess Pyrokinesis would have been good here, huh? Yeah, they found it. Alright, good game. Definitely messed this up. This matchup, I think, should be very good, but definitely messed this up. And I think I should have wastelanded. Also, I mean, they also found triple Beanstalk, but deploying the vial might have helped. Eat a force, and I think I could have. If I was able to kill the... Well, I think it was just not deploying this wasteland when they actually needed like all of their mana every turn. Yeah. Just needed to use the wasteland earlier. Like, it's kind of awful that it was in my hand the whole game and I just never used it against a 5-color deck. I didn't really realize until a little bit too late that on turn 5, Scion plus Bombardiers in the same turn is like really scary. I think I was maybe relying on Muxus to be a little too potent there. I mean, if the Muxus hit, and they had removal from Muxus, they plow. Yeah, it was really just the mana sequencing thing. Because I think if I had, even if I didn't use the Wasteland, if there was any turn where I could get the Wasteland in play and I could use it on my draw step, that would have been really big. This hand's quite solid. Also, game 1, we were kind of mana screwed. I was still like quite close at the end. I needed like, it's kind of funny. I needed literally one more Goblin in play in order to, on the turn when the heavy came in, if I had gotten 2 increments of start your engines, That would have been good enough. It's possible I also underrated Munitions Expert. Alright, what's our last opponent up to? Some Ancient Tombs, okay. Hopefully Moonstompy. That's a good draw. Put the heat on. If they Fury, then I still have a token left over. Sounds good to me. Okay, I'm a little scared now. I guess this could be show and tell. Alright. Could just be dead. What's my best way out of this? I don't know. Yeah, okay, doesn't matter. Okay. Glad I got Sling Gang. Mm-hmm. Okay. So you're saying there's a chance? Go to 14. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8. I can survive an Emrakul. Okay, I did not expect that. All right, Flute plus Null Rod seems good against Omnitel with One Ring and Pedal. It's like enough for me. It's probably good sideboarding. Maybe I want a vial or like 2 vials. Like these experts, like I leave in 1 expert to kill Atraxa sometimes. Just having more 1-drops could be good. On the other hand, it makes Lackey and the Ringleader, or Lackey and Muxus worse. I'll do this. If I have like a Reb, I want to be able to keep it. Seems kind of borderline, but it has a Flute and a Wasteland. 2 Matrons. Cavern. That's good draws. We'll see. This is like pretty unremarkable, but all right. I guess if they Flute in, or if they show and tell Omni, I can just name Emrakul, and I guess these Wastelands aren't very good, huh? Oh, I guess that's what they're doing. Oh, stock up. Okay. Okay. really want to draw any one drop, so that's kind of why Vial is good. Because if I can go one drop plus Wasteland, we can start to get back on tempo. Because otherwise, I think I'm just going main phase Flute on Show and Tell. House Squad, okay. Yeah. Doing it now to play around Consign. Okay, they have Force. That's pretty bad for me. Force pitch attracts, so okay. Not super unhappy with that. Should have played a Wasteland there. If I draw an Ancient Tomb. Okay, One Ring, sure. Alright, so now we just gotta get Muxus in our hand. So that if they cast Omni, or they cast Show and Tell without Omni, they kind of die. Okay. They go to 10. Go to 8. Missed a land drop? No way. With 8 cards in hand? It's kind of crazy. I wonder if I win if I draw Rogue Squad. I wonder if I can just like take all the stuff. Okay, found a land. That was a really good draw. So if I go Sling Gang, so they're going to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. So I would just need to hit 4 bodies off of Muxus to win. Don't have that many token producers in the deck, so it's not that likely, but it seems like my best shot, actually. Actually, they would take an additional 2 most likely as well. Maybe even 3. And they'll at least probably take a damage off the fetch land. Yeah. So they're at 8. So I only need 3 guys off of Muxus. And they need to get rid of their One Ring. So they need like a Sublime Epiphany. They need Cunning Wish to actually win this game, I think. Sling Gang was probably my best draw, other than Squad. So go to 8. Okay. What's up?
Your sheets are done and they're on the spare bed.
Thanks, Sue.
Yep.
Show and tell. I guess if ring into show and tell, then I could be in trouble. Yeah, because then nope. Okay. These stock ups are good, but they're a lot of mana spent on not doing stuff. $11 cards in hand. Okay. So here comes Omniscience. Do you have Cunning Wish? Oh, that's brutal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's really lame. That's really lame. Come on. They're so likely to be dead there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's pretty frustrating. Okay. All right, we got pretty fucking unlucky. All right, Based on House is playing. Oop, no, I definitely want Prospector. 1 vial. No, we want bodies. Null Rod looks good. Let's do this. Yeah, that's a great hand. No Cavern, but other than that, I mean, if the Lackey gets forced, we get stalled out a bit, but we can still surveil on turn 2, hold up Reb. Then Matron for Mux is probably. It was pretty impressive though, like how close we were, despite kind of keeping a very mediocre hand. Turn 2 Flute on the draw, turn 3 Matron. I guess I drew Sling. It looks like no Cunning Wishes though. We did see Hydroblast. They seem to be almost mono blue. I saw a Hedge Maze in the Atraxa pile, but it's like Sink into Stupor and stuff like that. No force. Fuck. Oh, that's bad. All right, so we didn't get our free win. Ancient Tomb is probably my best draw. Because then we can go Matron for Moxus, then turn 3 heavy with Reb protection. Ponder Shuffle. Okay. Ooh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Third land. Okay, what am I doing here? Am I fluting show and tell again? I don't think I am. I think I'm matroning for Muxus. Because I need to put pressure on them. And if the player one ring, then I can flute that. They only have 4 cards. And show and tell Omni payoff. Show and tell Omni plus another thing takes a lot of cards. Okay. Fuck me, I guess. Oh, okay. Okay. Can probably kill this Atraxa with Expert because they're probably going to block something else than Lackey. They probably have to block the Muxus. Still, another like really bad Muxus. It's kind of frustrating. All right, so they took Tarn, Omniscience, Lotus Petal, Ponder, Force of Will, Emrakul. That's a lot of cards. Ponder. Notably did not take Intuition. So they double Atraxa. So I know they have a Force of Will. And a pitch card. Cavern? Nope. Alright. Just let it go. Yeah, okay. So you're 14. Jesus Christ. These Muxuses and Ringleaders have been abysmal this match. Okay. If they find the third show and tell, I think I'm dead. Because they can even pay for flute on Emrakul. I need to draw another Reb. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They're a 1. So I guess they are dead next turn. If they show and tell... come on. Come on. Wait, they... They made their land drop. Come on. That's what they drew? I think we lost a really good matchup here. That's pretty frustrating. Muxus hitting only Lackey is just abysmal in your show and tell matchup. So I go to 1. And I have to draw a way to kill him out of combat. The third show and tell is kind of crazy. Okay, now I'm dead. Okay. Pretty frustrating. Loss there. I think we were in really good shape. We lost both losses were really close. They needed to have Force of Will for the Lackey. They needed Muxus to brick. They needed Sink into Stupor to not lose to Flute. Lackey actually would have given lethal because they can only force one of these. I could have fluted show and tell instead of playing matron. That's like the one thing I could have done differently. But I think that's wrong. I'm like pretty confident that's wrong. It's really unlikely they had 4 cards, I think. It's really unlikely that they had a thing that beat Muxus. And they on average they didn't. Is just Muxus hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we hit the heavy, right? So yeah. I mean, yeah, these 10 cards deep hitting 3 goblins, and none of them are bombardiers. That's like kind of like the real thing is if we hit a bombardiers off of Muxus ever, we would win. So kind of a bummer 3-2, honestly. We had like 3 really good matches and then barely fumbled in the Beanstalk matchup with the Scions. That one's kind of frustrating because I think that deck is like really cheesy and kind of bad. I guess it makes sense to try again with the bands, but I think I just kind of tunnel visioned a little bit and let it slip through my fingers. The deck list was good though. I mean, we had kind of everything we wanted in terms of deck building. Like the only thing I could have wanted more in that matchup was like a Mindbreak Trap. But I think it was just needed to get a little bit luckier in a couple of those games there. But still really happy with the deck and pretty. I thought playing the other games was pretty cool. We had like the first 3 matches were really sick, especially because the Doomsday deck that like had like double Barragoyf a bunch of times and we were just like block sacking to stay alive. So. All right, that was a long league. I am tired. Thank you all for watching. I'll try to upload them more consistently. So see you next time.